As we are seeing a busy start to wildfire season, damage from years ago is still having an impact on local communities. We are talking about water issues in Natchez, and fireworks are on sale in Kennewick this year for the first time in decades. Tonight we're talking about what you need to know before you head to the stand. It is already hot out there and only getting hotter as we head toward the weekend. Stacey Lee is tracking a fire weather warning coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. Tonight we are once again beginning with fires around the region. Fire crews were called to the Yakima Greenway for a large brush fire this afternoon around 1 o'clock. This is near Sarge Hubbard Park. Several crews from around the Yakima region responded to the scene. You can see there's quite a lot of smoke there. At this time, it's not known how the fire started. Now in Benton County around the same time, firefighters raced to East Bryson Brown Road for a fire at the junction with US 397. Our photographer Chris says that fire wasn't very big. Crews were able to get ahead of the flames quickly. But again, on that one as well, no word tonight on how the fire started. For the first time in decades, Kennewick has officially lifted the fireworks ban in the city for 2023. Alexander Arteaga has run a fireworks tent for 14 years. This year, he says his excitement is unmatched. Fireworks went on sale across the state this morning. While some types of fireworks are still illegal within Kennewick city limits, there are a lot of options to choose from.
So as far as anything aerial, anything that spins on the ground, smoke balls, all that stuff, they're not allowing it here in Kennewick. You're going to look at a fine of $250 and plus, and then they're going to seize all your illegals.
So while fireworks are legal, we are going to be under a fire weather warning starting on Saturday because of the extremely hot and dry conditions. Please be careful out there. Even after you're done with the fireworks, make sure to douse them in a bucket of water so that leftover explosives don't accidentally ignite, because that is something we're going to be talking about a lot headed into the weekend. Stacey Lee is tracking that for us in your first alert forecast.
Yes, we are tracking that, and very active weather once again this afternoon in the foothills, or the east slopes, I should say, of the Cascade Mountains. Even a flood warning watch there because of burn scar areas and the heavy downpours. Plus, we're continuing to see the lightning in the Blue Mountains as well. That's going to start to taper off a little bit later, and then we're going to get into a very dry, warm period ahead. Winds right now pretty light. Those will start to pick up a little bit later on this afternoon. Let's take a look at those temps around the area. Again, it's hot out there. 88 in Walla Walla, 92 Tri-Cities, 87 right now in Ellensburg and in Yakima. So get ready for a clear, breezy night tonight. That summer heat has arrived, and it's going to be staying with us for quite a while. Temperatures running anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees above average. And of course, fire danger extremely high. We'll get into the fire alert coming up this weekend. Lots to get to in the first alert weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Tonight, Yakima area firefighters are fighting a 295-acre wildfire that's just over the county line into Kittitas County. This is near Rosa Creek. The Washington State Department of Natural Resources says the Rosa Creek fire started last night. They've been using local firefighting crews and a helicopter to watch out for hotspots. Officials tell us the fire is now 75% contained, no reported injuries, and no structures threatened.
We are seeing conditions now that we normally see in August, so we're definitely concerned about how dry it is, and this is actually the earliest we ramped up our preparedness to this degree in our history.
Now, it's not clear how the Rosa Creek fire started, but fire officials do want people to take this as a reminder. Be careful not to be the spark this holiday weekend that causes the next big fire. And we talk a lot about the damage that's caused by wildfires in the moment. The aftermath, though, can continue impacting communities for years. That's the situation in Yakima County right now. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell shows us how damage from the Snyder Springs fire, which was northwest of Natchez nearly 2 years ago, is now causing problems for the water supply.
There's still a lot of debris left over from that fire, and with the recent thunderstorms, it's washed down into the Natchez River, making it so that when that water hits the city of Yakima's Natchez River Water Treatment Plant, it's too dirty for them to be able to filter into the city's domestic water supply. Staff at the water treatment plant say dealing with high levels of turbidity or a lot of debris in the water is nothing new. It happens in the spring when there's a lot of showers and in the winter when there's a lot of ice flow coming down into the river. The difference is that the city's wells can keep up with the demand when they have to temporarily shut down in spring and winter, but with the demand for irrigation water in the summer, the supply just can't keep up. The city says schools and parks are already conserving water, and at this time they're asking residents to do the same.
Just cut back. I mean, that's all we're asking, is just be conscious of the water you're using, which is, a good message, I think, regardless of the situation.
The water treatment plant is mostly offline at the moment, but they are running it sporadically as the water is clear enough to do so. They're hoping to be fully back up and running in the next couple of days, but it depends on any future thunderstorms and how much debris is in the water. Reporting, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.